What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So this is a very highly requested video. I've had a lot of people ask me to talk a little bit about side hustles after you retire, or even side hustles prior to retirement. Because what a lot of people realize, and what I realized when I retired, is you're going to want to be doing different things. So if that's working, doing side hustles and stuff like that, you're going to want to do that because you want to keep busy. And even if you don't need the money, it's still good to get out and do some of these different things. So we're going to talk about side hustles for people who are retired in this video. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification, clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. And you can follow me on Threads at the TEC Show Live. Now, this information that I'm showing you, and let me show you my little infographic here. I will post this on Threads. So if you go over to Threads, if you have an Instagram, you'll have Threads. All you need to do is download Threads. It's just like Twitter. And so I'm going to be using Threads a little bit more. Like I said, when it comes to Twitter, they're doing a lot of different things there. And so I want to focus on just one platform. So for right now, Threads is the platform that we'll be using. So go over there, follow me on Threads, and you'll see this post there. So if you want to check it out in more detail, you can. Okay, let's talk about this. So it says how to make money with side hustles. And this is mainly targeted towards people who have retired, but this is for everyone. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about how these different side hustles could earn you a little bit of money when you're retired. Okay, because when you retire, you do have a lot of free time, and that's why I think it's important to stay busy doing different things. And so let's talk about the first one here. The first one here is online tutoring. Now, this is very, very common, and you can go to these different websites and sign up for tutoring so you can actually tutor people. And I've said this before in a previous video. When it comes to tutoring, people, if they're trying to learn English, they want to learn English from an English speaker. So let's say someone lives in another country, they're trying to learn the English language. They want to hear how people from the native country speak the language because we have different slang that we use and things like that, and that's the way they want to speak the language. Not just slang, but I'm just saying there's certain things that we say that if someone is teaching you English in another country, they're not going to say those same things because we understand it this way in the U.S. And so online tutoring, a very, very good way to make a little bit of extra money, and you don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to learn their language because they're going to be speaking to you in English. They just want to understand exactly how you guys say different things. I just had a friend that just contacted me. She's in Colombia, and she was asking me how to say certain things because she wanted to put out a video and say certain things. I said, okay, yeah, you can say it this way, you can say it that way. And so the reason why she was asking me is because her audience is mainly people from the U.S., and she wanted them to be able to understand what she was saying in the video. So online tutoring, that is probably the best way to earn a little extra money without having to do much as far as anything. And all you're going to do is sign up, go to the websites, sign up. And I should post a couple of websites. I'll post a couple of websites so you guys can see. But all you need to do is go over there, sign up, and then you can start this tutoring. And you can start it very, very fast. Okay, the next thing here, make something. Now, this is interesting because when it comes to making something, people usually don't think about this, but you can have a business just making little things, so different crafts and things like that. Now, I was doing this a couple of years ago. I was doing this a lot. I actually slowed down now, but I was on Amazon FBA, and they have a portion that's kind of like Etsy where you can create your own things and sell them on Amazon. It's called Handmade. And so that's what I was doing. And I had a little website and everything, and I was printing out images. So what I would do is I would go out, take pictures, I would print those images, and then I would sell those images on Amazon. So just something to think about. If you're crafty, you can do different little things around the house. You can make these different products. You could sell them on Etsy. You can sell them on Amazon. There are a variety of different platforms where you can sell these, or you can just go to flea markets and sell them there. And so there are a variety of ways that you can make money just by making things, making crafts and things like that. Okay, the next one here, pet sitting or dog walking. And so this is another very popular thing that people do to make a little bit of extra money. You pet sit or you dog walk. And I just came back from Hawaii. My sister has a cat. And so she had to pay someone to watch her cat for the 10 days that we were gone. And so this is a good way to earn a little bit of extra money, where you can start with relatives, family members, or people who live near you. If they need you to watch their dog, watch their cat while they're on vacation, or if they need you to walk their dog, things like that, you can make a little bit of extra money by doing that. So that's another side hustle. This one is not for everyone, but I put it on here anyway. So Airbnb hosting. So if you don't know about Airbnb, basically Airbnb, you can rent out your apartment, you can rent out your house, or you can rent out just a room. And so what a lot of people will do, especially when you're traveling to other countries, this is very, very common, where they will rent out a room. And so let's say you want to go to a place like Colombia. Since I go there so often, I like to talk about Colombia. You can go to Colombia, you can rent out a room, and you're staying in someone's house, but you're renting out that room. And that's what the Airbnb host would do. So you're paying them so you can rent this room out, and then you can provide them with additional services like pick them up from the airport, or show them the different places where they can eat around the town and all that kind of stuff. So it's a way to make extra money, and it's something that not a lot of people think about, but it's a good side hustle, especially if you live near a major city. If you live near a major city, you're going to have people who are going to want to rent that room out. Or if you live near a major attraction like Disneyland or something like that, you're going to have people that are going to want to rent that room out because they want to go to Disneyland or they want to go to some of these other attractions. So a good way to earn money, a little extra money. And you can also do tours and things like that if you want to even go a step further, where you can provide tours for them and take them around town and things like that. And you can do that on Airbnb. So you don't actually have to host just your house. You can also show them around town, and you can do that on Airbnb. And so you don't have to have them living in your house. And another thing that's getting popular right now too is people will have these tiny houses in their backyard. And so they will rent out the tiny house in the backyard. And for whatever reason, people like to stay in these little tiny houses and things like that. So Airbnb hosts, that's another side hustle. Now, the last side hustle here is travel planner. Now, the reason that I put this is because I've talked about points and miles before, and this is not necessarily a way for you to make extra money, as far as you can be a travel agent and make a little extra money if you wanted to do that. But I'm mainly talking about family members just setting up travel plans for them. Setting up the travel plans for them, actually paying for their travel using your credit card and earning points, and then having them pay you. And so that's a good way to earn points so you can then travel in the future. So you're not necessarily earning money with this, but you're earning points, and with those points, you're using those points to travel. So I wanted to put that in there, travel planner, something that a lot of people don't think about. And I had a coworker that was actually doing this, using his credit card for all his family travel. And it wasn't just the immediate family, it was all of his family members, cousins, uncles, aunts, all those people. He was using his credit card to make those purchases and earning all these different points and statuses, because once you spend a certain amount of money, they move you up to different statuses with the different hotel brands and airlines and all of that. And so he was able to do that, and now he can just travel anytime he wants to travel. He can use points to do it because he was able to use his credit card in order to purchase the travel for his family. So I'll have more videos and I'll talk more about different side hustles. And what I might do is I might start going into more detail. So I'll pull up the website. I'll show you exactly how to sign up and things like that when it comes to some of these different side hustles. But there are a lot of different opportunities out there, especially now after the pandemic. A lot of stuff is remote now. And so you have the ability to do these little side hustles, maybe 20 hours per week or even less in some situations. And you can earn a little bit of money, and that money you can use for anything that you need to use it for. But when you're retired, now that you have the free time, you have the opportunity to get out there and do some little things and learn a different skill or learn a different trade and just make your life a little bit more comfortable. So if you guys have side hustles that you know about, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.